Happy holidays, everybody. I wanted to share with you this brand new holiday gift kit from Everyman Jack. I think it could is f***ing speak, you piece of shit. All right, here we go. Happy holidays, everybody. I wanted to share with you this brand new holiday gift kit from Everyman Jack. It is literally the best gift that you can get for that man in your life if you want them to smell nice, clean up nice. That's what Everyman Jack does. I went with the sandalwood scent because I think it's possibly the best thing. I'm literally losing light. I'm losing my mind. Happy holidays, everybody. I wanted to share with you this brand new gift kit from Everyman Jack. This is the best gift that you can get for that man in your life so they can clean up nice. I went with the sandalwood. This is not real life. This is not real life. That sun is almost gone. Happy holidays, everybody. I have to turn the ISO up now. It's really the ultimate gift. So show that loved one in your life the best. They deserve the best. It's Everyman Jack. Give them this gift. They're gonna love. Give them this gift. It just sounds like us. Give them a box. Here you go. Have a box. Go yourself. All right. Happy holidays, everybody. I wanted to share with you this brand new, just who gives a shit. Man, it's hard to believe I just let you guys watch that. What's up, everybody? This is Gary vlogging every day in the month of November 2023. Welcome or welcome back. It doesn't really matter. I'm just glad that you're here. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about a very serious topic near and dear to my heart. And I truly believe that the process of healing is, to look back at a different time. A time that I truly believe was the moment where everything changed for me. And what I mean by that is, in the winter of 2021, I would start going down a path that, quite frankly, I was not prepared to go down. I did not want to go down. And life just said, come here, bitch, we're going. And it happened. I had what would begin to be one of my longest periods of, depression, anxiety. I felt like, kind of as we were going into it, like in the first 2 weeks, it almost felt like my body was kind of just like sinking in to quicksand. And I was getting to a point where I just could not recover, or as they say in wrestling, I like wrestling where you kick out, kick out at 2.5 or whatever. I couldn't get out of it. And I was, to best of my opinion, it's like I was at a point of like no return. And so what you saw there, just to give you the context, because context is everything, I was recording what was going to be a video for my social media. I was working with a company called Everyman Jack, really cool company that works, they have like man grooming type products, and they were always really cool to me. And I have nothing but amazing things to say about them. Go check them out. I don't officially work with them anymore, not because of that, but because my depression got so deep that I just didn't want to do anything. And so one of the things I gave up was doing that. One of the things I gave up was doing regular videos, among other things. So anyway, what you saw there in the beginning there was a video where I was attempting to record a little ad for Everyman Jack for primarily my Instagram. That's where I had the biggest following. And it was just crazy because here's the thing. I went out, I had gotten off of work, and this would have probably been around, 2, 3 o'clock. We're in the winter, so as you know, it gets dark around 4:30, 5 o'clock. And so I probably hit record on this very camera around probably 4:30 as the sun's going down. And part of that is Part of that is intentional because, you get the really cool golden hour look. And although that wasn't like the perfect setting, but you had like these nice fall looking trees. You had the sun in the background going down, little makeshift pond in the background. And I just thought it was like a really cool, really cool background. And I have no idea why my voice sucks right now. It feels like it's like going out, but I haven't been yelling, screaming or anything. And as far as I know, I'm not sick, so I'm sorry in advance, and please bear with me. I might clear my throat once or twice. I certainly won't have a cussing fit rage as I'm trying to record this, so that's not going to happen because I'm in a much better place now as I am rebuilding. But going back to that time, I was just starting out I believe it was like almost a full 2-week vacation from work. It was like the last two weeks of the year. And so one of the things that I love to do when I'm on vacation, or at least at that time, was kind of pretend that I don't have a real job. And I kind of put myself in this trance, like, you're a creator, which I am, but like, you're a full-time creator. Like, you're on vacation, but like, you get to be a full-time creator. And so, I pick a number of things that I'd like to do during this time where I'm the full-time creator, but I'm on vacation from work. And so one of these things was to get this video done. This might have been maybe the Friday, like my last day of work before that vacation, I think. I'd have to look at the timestamp on the video, but that's kind of irrelevant. But this vacation that I had started this deep dive into the depression, where literally it was 2 weeks of hell for me because everybody else was working. I was off. I was home alone. Most of the time I spent watching TV in like a dark room, and sometimes even turning the TV off because I just didn't want to watch TV. I was just so sad, and I really didn't know why at the time. I know why now. There are reasons which I will have to explain in a future video down the line, but there are reasons around this time in the fall of 2021 where basically I can't go into 100% detail, but what I can tell you is that there was a number of things changing in my life at this time, both personal, professionally, the whole gamut, so you can kind of just figure it out from there, but I'll tell the story one day when I can. But basically, a lot of things were changing around this time, and in the moment, and I think this is true in any aspect of life, but in the moment you don't always know, like, what is happening here? Why is this happening? Sometimes it's like something bad happens, right? Like, my e-bike crash. I'm riding my e-bike, I crash. It sucks. I know exactly what happened. I have the video, which I won't replay here again, but it's on my channel. And I can look down at where the tire went and I can see exactly why it happened. That's like clear cut. This is why this happened. But at least in my experience, when it comes to my depression and my anxiety, I don't always know what it is that triggers it. There are times where, yes, an obvious thing happens, and then the obvious result comes, and it puts me into a darker place. Fortunately, I think we're coming out of that now, fortunately. So, but what we have here is like a ride from the fall of 2021 all the way up until basically like a couple of months ago. Okay? So while I'm not 100% cured or whatever, and I don't know that that's even really realistic or a real thing, I kind of have like the path now. Like, I know this is where I was. And as I'm piecing together, looking back at like old photos and looking back at old messages and whatnot, and trying to like piece together like what the hell happened here, it becomes a little bit clearer. And then you start to realize, and then there's like this trajectory of things that happen along this path, personally, professionally, all these things that happen that contribute to this. And it's no wonder why everything fell apart for me. I know that one of the things was I was turning 40 in 2022, and in 2021 I had my last birthday as a 30-year-old person in my 30s or whatever. I think that's one thing. That's kind of just easy to guess. But there's just a lot of things along this path that happened, and it felt like for so long that it was hard to come back from. But look at me now. I've made a video every single day this month. Literally on a whim. The idea itself is not new. There's plenty of creators that have done this. You know, they do it like sometimes in the month of December for like Christmas. Other creators have picked other random months. August was a month. October's a month. You could literally insert this to any month. And I want to say, I don't remember, but back when I was a regular podcaster, I actually did a podcast every day for 30 days. And I want to say that's November as well. Maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know. But look at me now. Every day this month I did a video. The idea for me to do it just kind of came on a whim. And there's literally like a lot of these times where I feel like I have nothing left to lose, so screw it. Why not? Why not do this thing? Why not make this idea happen? What have I got to lose? And, you know, if the average person comes across this work, this month of videos, and they look at it and like, well, you know how the experts look at it. They're like, well, you know, average videos like what, 20, 30 views. Good luck with that. You know, what are you going to do with that? I'll tell you what I'm going to do with that. Made an actual impact with this. And I can say that with confidence. Okay? I don't have any like actual proof of that other than some comments, which we'll read before we get out of here. But like, there will come a time, kind of like when I was in Ocean City, Maryland with my friend, and this woman with her family walks up and tells me what my videos with Larry meant to her, the channel that we have. And it's like, so when you're creating in the moment, it's like you don't know that impact, but it's there because somebody's going to see it. And there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to respond to the video. They won't comment on it because maybe they're too afraid. They don't want to put themselves out there. I understand that. I respect that. But these videos are making a difference. And I know that for a fact. I just know it in my heart of hearts. I hope I didn't make a big mic noise there. But I know it in my heart of hearts that it's making a difference. And that's why I keep doing it. And I don't care if 5 people see it. I don't care if 500 people see it. That's not the point. If you're a creative and you're thinking to yourself, well, it's not worth my time if 5 people are going to see it, you are the problem. That's the big problem in itself, is worrying about how many people are going to see this. It's about impact. What if I told you if one of those 5 people saw this, they somehow got their life together and they turned into, I don't know, insert, Mr. Beast is a crazy example, but let's just say they turned into somebody like that gained tens of millions, hundreds of millions of subscribers 10 years from now. And they come back on this video and they comment and they say, dude, you changed my life. But we don't know that. You know what I mean? We don't know that. But that's my point, is like 1 in 5, 1 person out of 5 could see this, and this could change their life forever. We're way out there now in the weeds. Way out there now. I started off showing myself from 2 years ago flip out. Told you about my almost 2 year stint of depression, and now we're talking about getting our lives back together. What a crazy video. This is wild to me. But it's been very impactful. But I had to share this. I really did, because vulnerable as that is, to show that. I mean, how many creators, could you imagine if a creator you watch, let's just say somebody with like 100,000 subscribers, shows a video like that, they flip out. Like, you don't see that every day, okay? And I'm nobody, but like, that really happened. That's a real thing. And it was a really tough point in life. And while I said earlier in the video, I'm not cured yet, you're never really cured, I feel like I'm in the right direction for the first time in a long time. That's what this feels like. It feels like momentum, baby. That's what we need in life. We need momentum. So we're going to keep pushing. I don't give a damn if this video has 5 views on it. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is to make the impact, to have forward-moving momentum. But it is also important, if you're somebody like me, and let's say you haven't turned the corner yet. I always like to use these wild metaphors. Let's say in life you haven't turned that corner yet that you're looking to turn. And you're lost and you're trying to figure it out. This is the one time where I tell you, this is the best piece of advice, and this is probably the punchline of the whole video, and then we're going to read a couple comments and get out of here. If you feel like that, if you feel like you're all lost and off track, look back. Okay? Think back to when you were good. Think back to when you remember things starting to really suck, and fill in the gaps in between. Maybe it's old pictures, old texts, old messages, something that can put it in place for you. Figure it out and then start rebuilding from there. That's it. That's my best advice, literally. It might sound simple to some of you. It may not make sense, but trust me. Just rewind it back and listen to it again. Because I really don't want to be that guy that just repeats himself 100 times over. But that's the message. So go figure that out and come back to me in a future video and comment like these fine folks did. Let's go back through my unread or my unresponded to comments, and let's see what we can gather from these. Here we go. Let's go back because I've got some. This is the tough part, that I don't know what I have replied to and what I have not. I have a couple of comments from Steph Stay Slim. One of them was from 8 days ago. Now he says maybe he's going to take me up on this challenge, and he's referring to the rules of vlogging video right up there. Go check that one out. Let's see here. Here's a couple of comments from my why I stopped sharing my fitness Instagram. Why I stopped sharing my fitness journey on Instagram. Spit it out, bro. Here we go. Anthony Shiver 79, good stuff, brother. Also, it shows up in freaking crystal clear, high quality HD. That's not HD, Anthony. That is 4K, baby. That's right. It's poor financial decisions right there. Okay, maybe not poor. I've made some killer videos on this thing and shot some amazing concerts. Actually, I take that part of the comment back. Maybe not the best financial decisions, but this thing is... it's truly awesome. E. Lindenstein says, always enjoy your stuff, Gary. Thank you. Bot. Oh, God, is this like a real bot? We're going to read it anyway. Randomly came across this. I don't know much about fitness, but I wish you luck and good vibes. So this is responding to my reading your comments and recapping my week so far. Of which this different commenter says, big dot poo. There you go. You got me to read it. 4 fire emojis. Best kind of YouTube content. You know what? I don't know if this is like a real comment. I mean, it's a comment on my page, but I don't know if it's like auto-generated or whatever. But I truly find myself becoming more gravitated towards this real raw stuff. That's why I'm doing it. And there's going to be other videos, I know, review stuff. And I mean, I do want to do some of that stuff, but this is the stuff that I really feel, you know, kind of like gravitated to. Comment down below. What do you like this kind of more raw stuff? Does it hit with you guys? What's the deal? Bob Butson on the you need to start taking some chances video. Keep it up, Gary. Loving the energy. Thanks, Bob. Steph Stay Slim checking in on the What's Holding You Back video. He answered and he said, the thing that's holding me back is a little voice in the back of my head saying I'm not good enough. Others are always better. I want to motivate people in weight loss, finance, or fitness, health, not finance. Let me read that sentence again, sorry. I want to motivate people in weight loss, fitness, health, because I did make that change for myself, but I always think others are better. Why would someone listen to middle of the road me? I'll tell you why. Because you have a personality unlike the others. There may be the guy out there with 10,000, 100,000 followers, and I know I'm prefacing and setting it up like that, but that's how people look at it. They're like, well, this guy that has this many followers is doing this and I'm not. Stop it. Just put out videos. Don't be afraid to fall flat on your face. Don't be afraid to put out some really videos. That's what I've been doing all month, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Keep going, brother. Next up, under my I've got to make a confession video, got a comment here from Brian Rogers, 3549. He says, it's called fat vision, Gary. We only see our face and shoulders and ignore everything else. We comb our hair and kind of shake our head in the mirror and say, that's as good as it's going to get today. That's when we see candid videos or pictures and are like, what the hell? You know what? I agree with that. That's very true. The thing is, it's like, I know I'm fat. Like, I don't deny it. Some reason it's just whenever I see it, it's not until I see it, like sometimes on this camera. They say the camera adds 10 pounds. I think this camera adds 30 pounds for me. Still love this camera. Okay. Under the Further Seems Forever, How to Start a Fire, reissue vinyl. My brother Larry. Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. There's 3 of these, by the way. Love you, Larry. And then for my most recent video yesterday, that's right, we're all caught up. I'm hoping to get back ahead a little bit because most people probably won't notice, but this video is late today. I just told it myself. The end of the road. Here we go. Michael Superbacker. I hope you feel better, my friend. Thank you, Michael. Paul Feinberg. You can do it. I love making homemade grilled chipotle chicken. I'm going to try that. Thank you, Paul, appreciate that. Let's see here. Steph Stay Slim. Hope you will feel better. And no red meat isn't the end of the world. There are so many things you can make with chicken, fish, or even vegan meats. You got this, man. Thank you. I'm going to try it. And Brian says, I did not know you were eating only red meat. I wasn't eating only red meat, but it was just the only thing I was eating a lot of. Bing! There we go. All right. Well, that is going to do it for me here on today's video. Thank you so much if you made it this far. You are the real MVP. I mean, my God, this is what? Almost 20 minutes? 20 minutes? I haven't looked at the timer yet. But thank you for being here. It's super important that if you're enjoying these videos, you got to hit that like button because that's the only way that more people will see it. And how can we spread the message of figuring out how to fix yourself, getting past your depression, and kicking some serious ass on YouTube? We can't do it without that like button being hit. Plus, we got to teach more people that having the most views isn't everything. But we also got to show this to more people in order to influence more people. So like button, super important. We've got to hit that subscribe button, of course, because, you know, if you've watched all this and you're not subscribed, something's not wrong with me. It's wrong with you. And finally, hit the bell, hit all notifications so that you'll actually be notified every time I publish a brand new video. I can feel my hair falling down, which means it's time to get the hell out of here. These are my crutches. I'm almost done with these things. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Beautiful. Beautiful.